Mental health has always been a big concern, within our industry. And I've managed a lot of people. You've managed a lot of people. You've seen how the stress of a commission only job, can put on someone, especially when you know we have this rolling kind of seasonal effect with our sales. I'm curious for you, like, how are those conversations going right now around mental health, with management and ownership?
Yeah, man, it is the conversation, right? It is the conversation across the board. And I've been blessed and had the honor of talking and having conversations with some large corporations that serve the auto industry as well as the dealers themselves. And the concern is the same, from people working at home versus in the stores or in their offices. All of a sudden, everything's changed. Like, we
Yeah.
as human beings, we compartmentalize the different areas of our life, and there's purpose and reason behind that. So there's a reason we go to church on Sunday. There's a region. There's a
That's
region.
a good
Look,
word.
I'm
I
already
make up
thinking
words all the
about
time.
regional stats. There's a reason that we leave the house and go to work,
Hmm.
right? We compartmentalize these things so that we can make these shifts and these transitions. And all of a sudden, our homes became work, they
Hmm.
became school, they became, everything.
Yeah.
And the stress that that has put on humans, all humans, is nearly immeasurable. And the longer it draws out, the more the compound effect is, right? It's almost like an exponential type thing. So the first few weeks, there's a little bit of panic, there's a little bit of fear. Then you start to settle in. It's almost like this roller coaster, right? Like, you're climbing up the thing on the roller coaster, you're freaking out for a little bit, and then it kind of drops into a free fall, and you're like screaming, but it kind of like feels like everything's going to be okay. And next thing you know, you go into a corkscrew, and then you go into this big backflip, and you don't know, now you're in the dark, you're in a tunnel, you don't know if you're going left, you're going right. And
Hmm.
so as it progresses, mentally, if you're not 100% playing defense as far as what goes into your mind and the thoughts and the words that you're saying and the people that you're listening to and surrounding yourself to, it will paralyze you. And that's what we're seeing across the industry and across humanity itself.
For
We're
sure.
seeing divorce rates skyrocket. We're seeing suicide rates skyrocket. We're seeing uh, drug abuse and alcohol abuse and all of these things, because it's really a mental game. And so I've just been having many, many, many conversations with leaders that care so deeply for their people, and they're like, Glenn, how do we best serve them in this environment? And those those
Yeah,
those
for sure.
conversations, it's unprecedented. We've never
Well,
had to do anything like this
it
before.
is.